Hey guys, it's Cal Hanya back. Today I'm gonna be dyeing my hair. In case you can't tell, it's really freaking greasy, and that way my hair still stays kind of fresh while I dye it. There is a big reason why I'm dyeing my hair black today. These next few months I'm kind of going into a hibernation type of mode to become more strong in the end. By doing this, I believe it's going to signify in my spiritual life and my physical life, kind of everything that is a part of my reality these days, is going to be changed. So I'm just kind of going to update everybody on the new things I've been learning, and I'm going to be dyeing my hair because last time I dyed my hair in a video, people liked it. So why not go again? So I use Garnier. This is not freaking. This is not a promotion. This is just something I honestly use. I've always gotten great color back from it, so I haven't really changed it. And I know right now this is all I really got until I move to Washington. And I'll be doing a video while I'm moving also, where I dye my hair to a platinum blonde color. But for now, we're just gonna stick to one thing at a time. I need scissors. Maybe. I know I have scissors. Alright. I don't know where I put them. We'll figure something out. I know I have a pocket. I had a pocket. You know what? Everything happens for a reason. This is gonna be the most interesting way I've ever tried to fucking do this, but hey, it's all good as long as it works in the end. Yeah, so these come with really easy steps. There's A, this is the bottle that the mix is made in. There's B, which has the color in it. There's C, which has the extra oil to kind of make this a little bit less damaging, though it's still damaging, which is why I put a shit ton of oil in my hair before ever doing it, and also kind of just allow myself to kind of get really fucking dirty over the period of a day and then do it the next morning after I do my oil treatment. So we're gonna add B and just start shaking it, or just get everything kind of put in right now. So I have big news for you guys. Today, in fact, in a few hours after I put this video up, I will be going to go see a landlord and discuss my first official apartment. I don't know if this is the one I'm going to be moving into, but it's a step to start the process. Actually, not just meeting with one, I'm meeting with two. And this all happened as a manifestation where I knew I was going to be moving out near the end of August. I love the smell of this stuff. I know it is like not good to love, but like, oh well. So anyway, this is a big step for me, and it's finally something that I've been needing to do that I'm choosing to do for myself officially. So now I am getting C kind of ready. Okay, this is not working how I hoped it would. Okay, well, that's not gonna fucking work. Alright, well, we're gonna somehow make that work. Alright, so, like I said, this is a big change for me. The things I see happening by me moving in by myself. If we just look at it in the 3D reality, another thing to help my credit, give me relevance with a past landlord before my move to Washington, so I do have landlords on my past thing that can give a good suggestion for me when I move to Washington. And thirdly, it'll give me my own space to kind of be myself, so that's kind of more on the fourth and fifth dimensional reality. But everything is kind of working out for the best. While I'm in this house, with the money I'm making at my current job, I will be able to pay off the rest of my debts so that I am of service and I don't have as much. The only things that'll be holding me back is the things that I'm personally holding myself back with. It'll all be on a personal level instead of like an everything around me level. So I'm getting ready to put this in my hair, so I'm putting the gloves on. So just kind of looking at this on many different levels, I've looked at it, and I know this is meant to happen. I know this is something that's happening. I've been opening my intuition a lot more, listening to myself and trusting myself, knowing that as long as I trust the universe and I kind of trust the ideas I get at random spurs, things will work out in a better favor for me. So, kind of just working on bettering myself with this move. But not just myself, but I need to better myself because another thing that's kind of happened recently, I don't know if this is an easy topic to kind of talk about, but hey, this is my channel and I'm a fucking strong spiritual warrior who is kind of new. And I've just been looking at a lot of like weird coincidences that have happened recently. And there's a lot of stuff that's like kind of lining up and telling me like I'm on the right path. But the other day I was doing a card reading. Kind of just to figure out who I am, like what my life purpose is. And through that, I found out, my past life stuff, some stuff I gotta work through past life wise, as well as I figured out some stuff I gotta work through in this life and learn that it's okay to be myself because with all the movies that we watched, there's a topic that comes up in Dead Poets Society that also comes up in this movie called Handsome Devil that I watch a lot, where it's like, if you spend your whole entire life being someone else, who's gonna be you? And a lot of what I believe I'm supposed to learn in this life is learning that it is okay to be me. The whole world is kind of learning this lesson, is that we all bring an individual like kind of thing to our life. So if I'm gonna go over that card reading, I'm gonna have to wait until after I get this. This was a card reading I did online, and you know, when I do those card readings online, they tell you like only pick one of these cards because or pick what you're drawn to. But like try to keep it within this. Well, for me, that doesn't really work because I know personally I'm a very highly developed soul, who is meant to do great things with this world, and I know what my meaning in life is meant to be now. Clearly, for many different reasons. But after this, it made it even more clear that I wasn't just like an important person for the world, but like everything I learned, I'm like one of the people that helps lead us into this ascension that's taking place. I I know that I am going to be one of the stronger souls, and I went through a lot of my childhood to kind of prepare me for this as the awakening took place on this world. Now that I've kind of been prepared and I've gone through everything I need to, and I've learned my power, and I continue to learn my power, I know that what I'm doing is correct, and I know that all I really need to focus on for the rest of this is spreading it. Spreading what I've learned to the people who are meant to hear it. I'm seeing a lot of freaking orbs around me right now, guys. Okay, I gotta freaking clean this. So, anywho. We'll die a little bit of this. So, yeah. So kind of what I'm doing as a whole part of this day, before I have these meetings, I'm preparing myself. 1 second. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, I've just learned a decent amount of stuff that's meant to happen. So I'm kind of cleaning out energy and cleaning out things in my life, but also getting new things to kind of start my life on a different path. The way I was supposed to be able to do it in this lifetime, and it's coming to fruition and everything. So, real quick, I gotta brush my teeth. I'm gonna shut this door. While I'm doing this, I'm still gonna talk to you guys. It's just gonna be a little weird how it happens. But I'm deciding to take care of different aspects of like my life and like the different things that, I didn't always put first, I didn't really care about. And I'm choosing to do different for myself now because I wasn't in the past, and now that I'm choosing to take care of it, it'll happen easier. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's who I am, and if you can understand, if that makes sense, then like it makes sense. But if it doesn't, oh well. Oh, this is gonna be a beautiful color. Alright. So like just kind of going over like things I didn't put first. Dental hygiene, like yeah, I brushed my teeth, but I never went to go floss once a day as suggested. So now I'm gonna start flossing. Kind of take better care of that. Because that's something I probably should have been doing for a long time. Alright, so I think that's about it. Oh. But yeah, so making the different choices in my life to be able to do this, Um, with this big change of me moving and everything, um, that card reading I was talking about earlier. It's kind of the ones I was drawn to, the palettes, was the White Witch, and there was the Light Worker, and then there's the Light Worker. I wasn't drawn to the Starseed, but I was told to go look at that one. I'm just gonna go get the book. I'll be right back. Shadow Self. Okay, so the main reading was a spiritual gifts reading. The cards I was drawn to, or the pals that I was drawn to, was 1, 4, and 6. I got to number 5, and it told me to go look at number 2 as well. So I looked at that one. In Pal 1, I kind of learned about the White Witch, right? And a lot of white witches in the past, before we started condemning them, they were the midwives, the nurses, the people that nursed you back to health with just natural ingredients or like energy and stuff like that. So it said that I have a special connection to herbs and like teas and stuff like that, and that makes sense to me. Pretty much what I learned from this is that it's I just like I the first few cards that it gave me, or like the insight that it gave me, it was just something that like was confirming that this was for me. So kind of what I wrote down here was magic, herbs, midwives, nurses. Help people become one with Earth. Define place in universe. The wise mystic. Many lifetimes. So obviously, I've come through a lot of different lifetimes. I got ancient mystic calling, to nature, connection to Mother Earth, natural healer, someone who knows remedies, like easy ways to kind of heal yourself without having to take all these meds, which makes sense because growing up in this lifetime, I've learned that too. But it's because I've always known spiritually, and by learning them in this lifetime, it's just helped me move forward with it. And said I would be someone who doesn't take pain pills, knows that the body speaks to me. So only time I've ever really tried to take care of my physical health is when I've felt that something wasn't right. And yes, I have taken pain pills in the past, but I've chosen not to take them anymore. Instead, I meditate and kind of release that energy to allow it to be gone, instead of taking a medicine that'll temporarily allow it to be gone. So it kind of gave me some some stuff. A lot is attached to who I am. I'm wise. There's a specific calling for me on this realm, is kind of what it was saying. My gifts have been dormanted, is also another thing it says, is because, well, we go back to the old days, like, I don't allow my gifts to come through because of past life experiences, kind of part of this life experience. People tell you, don't accept this, it's not true, this doesn't exist, this doesn't exist. A lot of stuff that we're told doesn't exist, but actually does exist. But because of that, it started my gifts in a dormant stage, which I could kind of see it, but I closed myself off to because of what I had learned in this short life. So it's telling me, like, I don't want to share magic, but on the contrary, I know that there's magic in the world. Like, there is magic, it's just we don't see it because we don't allow ourselves to believe in it. I'm one of the people that knows that there is a solution to any problem. I push away a lot of stuff. I don't accept a lot of stuff, because of fear of past, like fear that comes in my soul from my past life, but also from my past in this time. But kind of what I'm learning in this life is I need to open up. I need to share my soul. I need to express who I am. Um, um, yeah. Hold on.